Hello everyone, this is, well, you know who. Um, what am I doing? What is this video about? Well, not sure entirely. I haven't exactly thought it out. It's probably very noisy right now. Um, I have a fan going back here, almost full blast. I've been outside for a while, going in and out, and I'm sweating. Yeah, summer's here. Don't make no mistake about it. Summer is here, and I'm definitely feeling the effects of it. It's a hot son of a gun out there, and it's humid as hell. So, luckily, I have my Arizona Diet Green Tea. I had to do some things this morning. Number one thing I had to do was take out some trash to the trash cart. But I also had to re-aim the television antenna for the house. This UHF directional antenna feeds 5 televisions inside my house. Um, and I had to completely reorientate it. In fact, I even had to relocate it because the trees in my my neighbor's yard, the trees are growing at an accelerated rate as though they're on steroids or something. um, and it was severely impairing the reception. So I had to relocate it and re-aim it. And it was basically what I did is I took one of my uninterruptible battery power supplies, took it out onto the back porch, took a television out onto the back porch, my kitchen LED TV, and I turned on the signal meter for it, and I did the process of elimination, trying to tune in all the stations to the best signal strength, aiming the antenna carefully for the best signal, and I think I got it. Not every single channel is going to be perfect on every TV in the house. There's 5 TVs connected to that antenna. So, you win some, you lose some. But that's not the only thing I had to do outside. I had to mess around with one of these things. It may not look very obvious what it is, but it's a solar-powered spotlight for the yard. I've got like 6 or 7 of these things. They're not the cheapest things in the world, but they're also not the best things in the world. But I've got this one inside the house because I'm going to have to repair it. The red wire lead from the solar panel broke off from the circuit board. I don't know what caused it, but when it did, it basically what it did is the battery no longer takes a charge, and the circuit inside of the device, when that wire breaks off of the circuit board, it interprets that as no sunlight on the solar panel. So it assumes that it's nighttime. So the battery inside of it drains completely dry. Yeah, so apparently this thing was sitting in the yard for 2 days with the wire broken with no battery power. So I'm going to have to get out the soldering gun and the solder. Unfortunately, I can't find it. It's around here somewhere. And thank goodness these things they're ultra simplistic as far as how they're laid out and how they work. Ultra simple. Doesn't take rocket science to figure this out. In fact, it doesn't even take even a lot of figuring. But I mean, the red wire was just dangling in there. I didn't know where on the circuit board it went to. So what I did is I took one of the other versions of I took one of the other lights, opened it up, and looked inside to see where the red wire goes from the solar panel. Well, now I know where it goes. Now I just need to find my soldering gun and some solder, and I'll have this thing back and running. In the meantime, it's going to sit in here for about another day or two. I'm going to have to tear apart my house to find it. Another thing that I did is that I bought some spare batteries. Now, these look like ordinary AA batteries to the untrained eye, but these are not regular AA batteries. They're not even the same length. They look like a AA, but they're not. They're rechargeable. There's something called lithium phosphate something. 3.2 volt battery. A AA is 1.2 volt. This is a 3.2 volt lithium phosphate, whatever that is. I know what lithium is, but I don't know how the phosphate factors in. Other than the fact it probably acts as a something for the lithium to mold to. The separator between the plates. That's how a conventional battery works. So I presume this battery is just like any other in that regard. But yeah, this is a lithium phosphate. Looks like a AA, but it's not. And it's only 400 mAh. That's exactly what that light over there takes. So they're rechargeable. I bought a charger that hasn't arrived yet. These batteries, I've had these for a minute as a backup, a spare. But I bought a charger. That way I don't have to stick them in the light fixture and have them charge out in the sun. I can simply charge them up in my charging cradle, pre-charge them, put them back in the light, and get them out there where they belong. Yeah, I'm kind of good like that. This does seem rather ISTP-ish. But, you know, to be blunt honest, you know, an INFJ can have this capability. The good thing is that those lights are very simplistic. They operate under the most simple of premises. It doesn't require any complicated science, knowledge of technology in order to get how they work. It's really ultra simple. In fact, you'd be surprised how simple that circuit is laid out. Now, I can't figure it out completely, but it's pretty bare bones basic. It's simple logic circuitry is what it is. So anyway, I'm probably boring you anyway, so I'm going to stop talking about it. So what's this video really about? What am I really going to try to talk about today? Stay cool. It's very hot out there right now here in St. Louis. The temperature outside right now is, on my back porch, which is shaded, no direct sunlight. It's 87 degrees out there, and it's only 9 o'clock in the morning. 87, and it's only 9 o'clock. Yeah, it's going to be a hot son of a gun out there. Well, that doesn't even seem right. How can it be 83 degrees downstairs in my basement? That doesn't seem right. Hmm. Well, I don't know. But I guess I'm going to have to try to find out. Maybe there's an open window downstairs that I'm not aware of. The last thing I need is hot air sinking into this house. So I'm going to have to investigate that. Hopefully my niece did not leave the window open. But anyway. Maybe she put this temperature sensor outside or something. Or maybe it's in the windowsill. Maybe it's got the sunlight directly on it. No. Anyway, I guess I'll find out very shortly. I'm going to go downstairs and check it out. Yeah, I have family living with me. I love my family. I would never force them out to the street. I would never, I guess, well, I charged my nephew and them rent for a minute in time, but it didn't last long. And I really didn't like doing it. I felt very uneasy about it. I love my family too much to do that to them. I don't think my family really knows how much I care about them. But, oh, um, Emerson Company has a pair of binoculars on sale at Walgreens right now. I picked up a pair on, I guess it was Sunday. It's got 7x zoom on it, 7 by 50 millimeter lenses, and they're UV protected supposedly. $7. I don't know if that's a good price for these or not. They seem like a good price, so I went ahead and just got a pair. What the hell? $7. I've had a pair of Jason binoculars for 30 plus years, and they still work. I'm not going to get rid of my Jason binoculars. I'm just going to add these to my, so I'll have 2 pair now. I'm probably the only one in my family that still has the Jason binoculars, because me, my sister, my brother, and my stepbrothers, my late stepbrother, we all 4 got Jason binoculars from my mom and my stepfather. And I've still got mine. My sister and brother probably don't. I take care of things. I hold on to things. I'm a little bit of a sentimental retard or something. But yeah. So I got this fan going full blast on me right now. And boy, does it feel good, let me tell you. So what am I going to do today? What is my plan? Well, while I was outside, I realized that a bike ride is kind of out of the question. First of all, it's hot as hell. Number 2 thing, it's breezy. It's windy. The wind would tend to keep the heat off the cyclist. But you see, when you're bike riding, you're creating your own wind. You're creating your own force of wind, your own breeze. That's the only breeze you want, is the wind that you are creating on yourself. With a breeze out there, and it's hot as hell, yeah, I don't think a bike ride is very likely today. I don't think anything outdoors is very likely today for me. all these sun worshippers around here, they can have their great outdoors today. Yeah, I'm going to stay in here where it's nice and cooler. So anyway, I see a pair of earthquakes just popped up on my screen out of Alaska. It's so far away though. They're only 4.5 on the Richter scale. So they're not even being felt more than 100 miles or less from the epicenter. But now the 4.5 happened here, it would travel out maybe 200 miles maybe. That's maybe 300 miles at the most, but that's about it. So anyway, I guess I'm a little bored right now. I think I'm going to have to find myself something to do. I'm definitely not going outside. I'm definitely not going on a bike ride. I don't know what I'm going to do. I guess I just have to find something to do. Other than making a video and blowing a fan at high speed at me. But, I guess I could look for my soldering gun and my solder so that I could maybe, I don't know, maybe fix my solar light. I'm not the most technically inclined person in the world. A lot of what I know is up here. It's not really applied skills. It's up here. I have the knowledge, but I don't ever apply it. So it stays put. Maybe I'm just goofy or bizarre in that regard. I don't know. So anyway, I will bid you farewell, because I have nothing else I can think of. Oh, in about a week. In fact, next week, I hope to finally know my personality type, my MBTI type, to have it ironed out, narrowed down, and I can put my finger on it. Put my finger on the pulse and know precisely what I am. I'm going to have a professional typologist type me. So I'm going to do that next week. So with that, bid you all farewell. Have a good day. Try to stay cool if you live around the Midwest. If you live in the Midwest, try to stay cool. If you live somewhere out and about, and you're not enduring this heat wave we got going on, which is not really, it's not really as bad as it can get. I got to be honest with you folks, July and August are right around the corner. Our hottest weather doesn't occur until July and especially August, because then the air masses become stagnant, it becomes stationary, the bad air hangs around, the hot air, hot, humid, soupy, messy, cruddy, stagnant air sticks around and doesn't go anywhere. That's our August. That's St. Louis weather in August. Although sometimes it's also July. So anyway, for all of you that are away from St. Louis, have a good day. Haba nada. Take it easy. Stay cool. Bye for now.